Hi guys, my name is Avril Rayo, and today I'm going to be talking a little bit and giving some context about the work that I'm doing for this class and the nonprofit organization that I'm currently working with. And it is in the San Fernando Valley in Los Angeles because I'm currently back home and I'm not in UC Santa Cruz right now. But I'm grateful to be back home so I can also find a way to give back to my community. And the current nonprofit that I'm working at is called MEND, spelled MEND, and those letters stand for something that's going to be explained further. But I first wanted to say that this place was founded in 1971 by Ed and Carolyn Rose, and MEND is a nonprofit organization born out of the founders' determination to address poverty they witnessed in the San Fernando Valley. And what MEND stands for is to meet each need with dignity. So what this nonprofit serves is to meet basic needs and serve as a stepping stone towards financial stability to the point where vulnerable families do not need to rely on MEND. So the whole point of this organization is that over time, this organization is meant to be left behind so families can use it and, help their financial status and things at home. And this program helps these families through a variety of programs that they run through the facility. So there's 5 main kinds of ones, and I'll give a little explanation of each. So the first one, which I would say is the biggest one that has a lot of resources and money flow into it, well, as much as a nonprofit can have, is the community nourishment programs. So this program serves culturally relevant fresh produce and dry goods weekly from the food pantry that they have. And I think it's really important that all of the produce and dry goods that they give are, as I said, culturally relevant, because the largest ethnicity that this program serves is for Hispanics, Latinos, and next is Asians, and then Middle Eastern. So the San Fernando Valley, specifically in this city where MEND is located, Pacoima, is a very culturally diverse city. So it likes to cater to a lot of the ethnicities that are there and what kinds of food that they cook in their different cultures. And this community nourishment program also hosts farmers market every 3rd Saturday of the month. And I had the ability to work at this farmer market last week, actually. And it was really nice to see, because not only was it a farmer's market, but because the school year is coming to start, at least for K through 12 students, that they were giving out backpacks with notebooks inside and different different essentials for schools for free, which was really nice to see. Lastly, for the community nourishment program, they partner with 30 plus small communities and faith-based organizations to give food to. So not only does this organization give food out of their own building, but they prep bags or boxes to give to churches or different smaller organizations than them, which I think is really cool. And I didn't know that they had all of those supplies to do that. And they have another program called First Step, which is services for homeless people, which is, weekly distributions of food, hygiene kits, and clothing. The third one is called the Pathways. I'm putting it in quotes because that's just the name, but to explain it a little bit, Pathways is a program that focuses on helping individuals with chronic diet-related illnesses, and they help these participants to make sustainable changes to their health and well-being. They do this through walking groups, health workshops, cooking demonstrations, and one-on-one health coaching. And another program is called Gateways. So this is designed for people that are seeking jobs with significant barriers. And for this, they offer access to computers to fill out job applications, work on resumes, and look for job searches. And they also offer one-on-one coaching with an employment specialist. They have job fairs, and they also provide workshops to build soft skills. The last program that they have is called Hope and Care, and this one it does offer resources, referrals, and system navigation for mental health services, as well as supportive services such as diapers, wipes, household items, baby formula, utility assistance, personal care and goods, housing support, and other necessities for families with children from 0 to 5. And this program is meant to understand the children's emotional and developmental needs and boost family wellness and reduce stress. And the next clip that's going to be shown in this video is going to be a little bit of a tour of the facility, more on the insides than where the people that are waiting in line to get the food, because I work for the community nourishment program. More than where they're standing, it's more on the inside where we're doing all the bagging, unloading, where all of the pallets are, the food. So you guys will see a clip of that next. This is the place where we give all of the different foods. There's 3 different windows for stations. So here's like eggplants, for example. We have pears here. We have compost bins and recycling to see what's up and, fix it. Have a place. We have corn here, and then once we run out of food, they rotate it. And then right here is when we have smaller items that we can pack it. But right now we're on our break, and yes. And then this part of the warehouse is where they store a bunch of food more. And then here's where I have like stored in case like for like months to come, and they have more here. But this place also donates to different organizations like churches or different groups more in like inner city LA where they can get food. But this is the this is like the general facility. And when we walk outside, there's different pallets and then parking, and then here's where we also have different assortments of food most of the time. Lastly, I wanted to talk about the work I've been doing after showing a little bit of the facility. I hope that was kind of cool just to see a little bit. It really is big, as you guys saw in the back room where they have a bunch of pallets with stored food. But because I'm working in the community nourishment program, I'm handing out, there's different positions that people can do, but I am handing out the groceries most of the time to people, since it's a little bit harder for me to lift over 30 pounds just with like my hands, and especially if it's in hard to reach places. But because I am bilingual, I'm able to speak to the community members that come by that use our services, and I'm able to provide like not only like the food that we're giving, but a nice conversation and smile as much as I can, because even though sometimes I'm like really tired and I want to go there, I can't even imagine the lines that these folks have to wait through and their conditions to be needing to come to receive the services that the organization I work with offers. So offering a smile is something I can do. If I just get some coffee and then I can push through it, it's all good. But I'm really glad to speak Spanish as well, especially during this current administration where there's a lot of ICE raids happening, especially in the city of San Fernando Valley, Pacoima. There's a lot of ICE raids happening, especially in Home Depot parking lots and predominantly Hispanic stores and whatnot. And these people often wait outside in a line to be able to go inside the organization and get their food. So it is a very scary, it is honestly worrisome even when I'm working there if like ICE can show up at any time. But I have talked to my not employers, because this is like a volunteer, right, but the supervisors that work there, and they do have a emergency plan for anything. But this work is scary, and a lot of people that come in, sometimes they have a wristband that would be for 2 people, and they come in hopes of getting double the groceries for their neighbors that are undocumented as well. So this is a very important and necessary conversation that needs to be happening right now. And it's honestly really defeating to see this, but it's nice that the community is trying to help one another, and with a lot of Know Your Rights presentations happening and even more coming to the Valley and appearing, I'm really happy about this. But with this work and doing the readings for class, I see it a lot lines with economic mobility in life, and a lot of the programs offered that I explained in the video beforehand, it offers a lot of economic mobility with the different job programs that they have, or like things to serve as a stepping stone to help like with younger children. So I think that's important. But I really thought what really hit home to me was reading the Cycle of Liberation reading and the wake up moment, as they called it in the book. And I think right now in this current administration is definitely a wake up moment, as there has always been ICE raids and fluctuating over time, how often it is, but especially right now, it's just at a chaotic level, especially in my community. So just seeing people volunteer and people from different companies, volunteers, as well as individuals just out of their own will wanting to, has been amazing. I've even been able to bring my father to sometimes volunteer with me, and he works 40 hours a week, but he has different schedules, and he's still able and wanting to come and being cheerful. So I'm really glad, because I think that's the whole point. It's not just me being in this class for 10 weeks to be volunteering, but I really want to come back, especially because I'm going into my 4th year. So after I graduate, I'm really looking to volunteer in the summer again, and to bring in more people other than my dad, like other community members, to help out our community. So I think that's really important. But yes, that's some of the work that I've been doing. So thank you for hearing.